You know my brother?
No.
You don't know my brother?
I'm not now.
Griffin?
Oh.
He's out of town.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm gonna take his place.
Oh.
All
Okay,
right.
well, he's the replacement. What is your name?
Dennis.
Dennis?
Dennis Durgandy. Dennis.
Dennis. All right, I'll call you by
Just Dennis. What is up, guys, and welcome back to Thought Cluster. This is episode 22.
22.
Episode 22.
This is
This
Dennis.
is a special episode. My name's Dennis.
His name's Dennis.
It
We're
is.
gonna be
Dennis. I'll speak for myself.
Are you Dennis the Menace?
Dennis Durgandy. You call me that again, I'll snap your shit.
All right, sorry. There's an underlying problem. Bullying there.
No, this is my... You bully my kids, I'll fuck you.
That's not what I said. Hey, Dennis.
Okay, I'm done. That's so much gum. That took 6 pieces of gum to pull that off. Was it worth it? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Alright, guys, welcome. Sorry about my brother here, Dennis. I want the hat.
Whoa!
Alright, this is episode 22, which is my favorite number, and I'm excited.
Wait, so you're Griffin now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dumb fucking dumb. That was a character, dude. We were just fucking around. Now, episode 22.
Dennis was about to kick my ass.
It feels good to be back because we haven't filmed in, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Because we filmed and then we had videos because he was on vacation.
I was on holiday.
Yeah, the channel dropped off a bit there, not gonna lie. I think I could pull off being a country boy.
No, yeah, you
How you doing? Dennis
You could be-
Durgandy. My wife beats me. But I'm into that. No.
turned me out.
Do you want to do the first topic or should I?
You do it. God, this half-gallon drum of just
2 liters, baby. I needed something to keep my water in.
2 liters.
You get a reaction from people when you whip this out at a party.
Well, of course
They don't know if it's a gun, an oxygen tank, a bomb. We said that together.
We see this together.
Let's see. I mean, I've got other topics, but I feel like they need more build-up. So why don't you start?
Well, okay. Well, what kind of?
Why don't you start? Just start.
Hold on.
They're not show starters. They need to be like They can't just. We can't go from Dennis to talking about what I want to talk about. We can't do that.
Well, what do you think my topic's gonna be?
Go ahead.
What do you think my topic's gonna be? Any sort of a mood changer, anyways?
Do you want me to just go?
Well, hold on now. Hold on a minute. If you haven't noticed already, Griffin's got this luxury chair, and I'm jealous.
Yeah. Well, can you break it? I did like a new setup for my desk, so I got a new chair.
It looks nice.
And I usually use the stool, for my seat, but I got rid of that fucking thing. So I'll probably get a chair like Luke's. That way we're kind of even.
This?
Unless you want to spend $80 on one of these fucking chairs, because I'm good.
Yeah, get a chair like mine.
Yeah, because that was like $6.
Yeah, this was
was
very
like 30.
inexpensive. 30? This was $30?
No, it was like 15. Go ahead.
Okay.
They
That
don't
scared
need
me
to
for
know.
a second. So here's Griffin's financial situation. Let me lay out the facts for you.
You pull up my bank account.
So here's his total.
As you can see, there
here's
ain't
his
jack
tax
shit in there.
return.
He has 6 whole pennies. Go ahead.
Okay, so my topic is like a
Being a mess.
What? How did you know? No, but okay. So recently, there have been. I don't know if you know about like I don't know if you watch like TV shows like recently or not.
I don't know. I don't
But
really
like
watch
not necessarily TV shows, but like Netflix shows.
My mom got me this introverted. You guys probably can't even see it because
It's unscented.
I got an introverted candle. Sorry for audio listeners, we're just like fucking up Luke's dialogue, but my mom got me an introverted candle, and it's like kind of funny. It's got some quirky stuff on the side. You guys can order it. I'll put a link in the. Well, no, don't order it.
Yeah, you don't
because
need
it's
to.
fucking unscented. My mom got me a pint of wax. All right, keep going.
Literally, this emits no aroma.
There's probably someone out there that's like, oh my god, I want that. I need that. They have other candles. I mean, I'm sure they're a great company, but
I don't know why you'd want an unscented candle though.
it's literally just a gag. That's all it is.
Well, it wasn't a gag for your dad.
Yeah, he got an actual scented candle.
That sounded bad.
Keep going.
Okay, anyways. Okay, so I don't know if you know about like half of the shit that's going around on Netflix or like nowadays, but
I mean, I watch Netflix.
well, what do you watch?
I mean, I don't like watch a lot. I usually just watch like comedy specials. I don't really watch. I watch like the horror movies when they come out if there's like a good one, because most horror movies are shit. I'm always rewatching The Walking Dead. Sometimes I watch The Punisher again, and that's about it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really watch a lot.
All right, so like the Netflix shows that are on like right now that are like, and I don't know why, but it's just within like the past 2 or 3 weeks that they've been like showing up and like on my radar for some fucking reason. They've always been there, but now they're just on my radar. But it's like Riverdale and all that kind of shit, like that. Like
that was a big show.
Yeah,
Everybody really liked
it's
that.
Still a big show. It's still going on.
It's got 50% of Zach and Cody in it.
Just the Cody part. Or no, just the Zach part.
No, it's the Cody.
No, Cody was the other one.
No, Zach's the cool one. Cody's the nerdy one. Cody's in this one. Cody's in Riverdale.
Cody, are you sure Cody was the...
Because this is Cole Sprouse. The other one's Dylan Sprouse. Dylan Sprouse was like the cool one.
You're right, okay. So Riverdale came up. Stranger Things is coming up.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited.
Yeah.
We've talked about that a lot.
But like, it is going to be so good.
They released, I think last night they released the final trailer.
Really? I haven't seen it.
And it kind of reveals a couple things. It's pretty good. There's some fucked up shit that's gonna go down.
Yeah, I know. And did you see like the new monster and shit like that's in that? Ooh.
Like some alien type shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking that a main character's gonna die. Like, I don't know why, I'm just like drawn to the fact, I think Nancy could die. I don't know why.
That'd be so awful.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like that would just be...
Because then Jonathan would be left alone.
See, this is a good segue into my other topics already.
That sucks, bro. But anyways, so like all these shows are now just popping up like on my radar or whatever.
That's not supported by anything, by the way.
Huh?
I just have a hunch that Nancy will die. Or at least someone will die.
I think that somebody will die, but like it's so uncertain right now.
I just don't think it'll be one of like the young kids. Actually, it could be like Will Byers' mom.
No.
Because that would be emotional enough to like everybody be like, oh fuck, but at the same time, it wouldn't fuck up the story.
What if it's Hopper, dude?
If Hopper dies, I'll fucking be pissed, dude. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because he's a bad motherfucker.
And he's the only one that knows what the hell is going on.
That's what I fucking love about that show, is Hopper. Now, obviously the kids, everyone's a brilliant actor in that show, or actress. Everyone's fucking great in that show. But Hopper, dude, he's the fucking man.
Yeah,
you know why?
He knows how to, like, portray that role so well.
Well, David Harbour's a fucking genius. I fucking love him. But just the actual character of Hopper, I love him so much just for the simple fact that he's just a fucking small-town cop. That's all he is. And, like, the big administrator guys, whatever, in that, like, center building, whatever the fuck, they even call him out on that. Like, you're just, like, a small-town cop. Like, this is above you or whatever.
Right.
And he's just a fucking dude. You know what I'm saying? But he's out there, like, kicking ass and doing shit. You know what I'm saying? He's not like Rick Grimes, where it's, like, an almost unbelievably amount of, like...
badassery.
Yeah. But he's just like, a normal dude, but, like, he's a normal dude.
He's doing the most
he's not,
that
like,
he
a
can.
super jacked dude, either. He's just literally the most normal dude, but he's also just, like, a badass.
Yeah, like, he's doing the best that he can as a normal dude.
It's not overdone at all. He's just... I mean, he even gets, like, trapped, and he almost died several times, but, like...
Yeah, like, when he was in, like, the vines and stuff like that.
He's just a fucking dude.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
But, yeah, so, all these shows are, like, popping up or whatever, and, like, I've been thinking about it a lot, and, like... rewatching like The Walking Dead, like that's something that I want to do, and I might get into.
We've both probably seen at least all 8 seasons. I've only seen the season 9 once.
A lot.
I've definitely seen the first. I want to say first like 7 seasons, 6 or 7 seasons. I've definitely seen it at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Bare minimum.
I feel like I've watched it like a lot, and then the fact that I've read the comics as well, like going back, like. Because, like, it's so bizarre on how well they portrayed the first episode to the comic book. Mm-hmm. Like, if you look... And you've read the comic, and you've seen it.
I've read several of the comics.
But, like, I
think I've read, like, the first 10.
Yeah. Like, and you should get into it, because it's good. It's really good.
I would do it if, like, I just sat down and bought all of them, and then I just had a stack of them, I could just read them. Because I don't like waiting in the library. Because, like, you know... It could be like a month before you get the next issue because someone has it checked out.
Right.
I don't like that.
And that's what I've been doing with the recent ones. Like 29, 30, 31. I'm about to buy 31 because it's the latest one that's out. And the other one doesn't come out until like I don't know, like really late, like this year, like December.
But yeah, I recommend both watching The Walking Dead
and reading The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
because it's very
the
good.
first comic, it's a different art style than the rest of them, which is disappointing because the first comic is fucking beautiful. Whoever the artist was for that, shout out you. Fuck yeah,
Well,
because the art's good. Yeah. Because the art in the first one is like so detailed and it's just so beautifully done. But I guess they changed guys.
Tony Moore.
Shout out Tony Moore. We want more of you. But I guess they changed artists, and this was my like theory. They changed artists because he was so detailed. So I'm guessing they were trying to pump them out because they pump them out every month, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
no,
guessing
not every month. Every so
every few months.
Yeah. So 30 came out in January, or no, 29 came out in January. 30 came out in like March. And then not too long ago, like literally like a month ago, or no, I think it was early this month, 31 came out. And then the next one won't come out.
It's not very...
Yeah.
It's kind of random. Almost.
I actually don't know when the next one's going to come out.
I mean, you're fine. But I think they changed artists just because Tony Moore he's so detailed. Like, in the first comics, there's so much detail, there's so much attention to it. And I think that, I think the comics did better than they thought.
Oh, way better.
Yeah. And I think they switched artists because they needed to pump them out faster. Because if he did it, I mean, it would be several months before you get one.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's, I mean, shout out to him, though. It's well done. That transfers perfectly, goddammit, to my topic.
Yeah, I don't know when the next one's going to come out, but 31's already out, and then 32 will come out soon.
Cop that shit, boys. You can get them on Amazon.
Yeah, it's 11:30.
2 days shipping, boys. Let's go. Amazon
It's good.
Prime.
Get it.
But, okay, so this perfectly fucking relates, and I needed a segue for this one. Okay, so, as I just said about David Harbour, or his character Hopper, he is a badass, but he's so much just a normal dude. Like, they did a really good job of containing him as just a normal guy and pushing him to a normal guy's, limits or whatever, by not blowing him up to the badassery of Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes, what he does, is it possible? Yeah, he could definitely do that. Especially driven by, like, the love for his kids, right?
And the fact that there's zombies trying to eat him.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you notice, the main reason why he does things, I mean, after Carl died, he fucking fell off, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just... He needs that. Hell, even after Lori died, it took him... He was fucked up that entire season.
Yeah,
he needs that drive, because that's the only thing... That's what got him out of Atlanta. The thought of seeing his family again. That's it. That's his main driving factor. So you take away that, I mean, he would die. I don't doubt it. He just doesn't have a drive to it. But...
I mean, he had Michonne. I don't know.
But it's like... I think Rick Grimes is like a perfect example of a man's... how do I say this?
Will?
A man's will of, like, I need to get my family, I just need to protect my family. That's all it is. Because he's pretty selfless. Like, he only cares about his family. That's why he does everything.
He did everything.
And some of the stuff that he does, it's like, okay, you're pushing it. You know, like, there's several moments where, like, you're pushing... I mean, it's still badass, but, like, you're pushing it, and there's several times in The Walking Dead where, like, that doesn't really line up. That doesn't really happen. Like, that's kind of cringy, the way he did that, or whatever. And all in all, the show can be portrayed as pretty fucking stupid sometimes. But my point to that is because I've argued with people about The Walking Dead because they're like, oh, it's such a dumb show. You know, like, this doesn't add up or this doesn't add up. And they're like, the characters are so fucking dull and it just repeats itself. But let me tell you something. That's why you like a show. When you like a show like The Walking Dead, and we've been following it since the fucking beginning. When you like a show like that or you like something, whether it's football or fucking porn. No, but whether you like a show or a sport or a hobby, you like it for the goods and the bads. I like The Walking Dead not only because, one, I think it's a good show. Me personally, I think it's a great show. I love the characters. But it's also cringy in some moments. Like Daryl, because he's like too much of like a dirty fucking badass.
It doesn't make sense sometimes.
But we love it. You fucking love that shit. Same with like football. I'm sure that you like certain aspects of it, but you don't like other. I'm not a big football guy, so I don't even know what a football is. No, but like
the old pigskin.
But you probably like okay, this is the only like example that I have. You probably love football, like you love the sport, right? But you probably hate that the Patriots are one assholes. I mean,
two won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you don't like that aspect, but you still like that. I know it doesn't. That kind of adds up. Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. Is that you like the show for the mistakes,
right?
And the cringy moments and the fuck ups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like people saying that it repeats over and over again, I guess kind of. They move to an area, it fucks up, and they have to leave. But it's what happens in between that's like totally different. Because their interaction with the governor and their interaction with Negan is totally different. Him and Negan are totally different people. Negan is he's a bad guy. He's an objectively bad guy. At least he was. He's probably going to turn pretty good here a little bit. But he's a bad guy, but he's also driven by just surviving and keeping his people alive and starting the new age. And this is how he feels the way to get there. The governor is not like that. Maybe at the beginning he was, but he is a full-on psychopath, especially after his daughter died.
Right.
Like, he's a psychopath. The things that he does, he's psychotic. Like, when Rick was trying to talk him down and he drew the sword away from Herschel's head, and then he said liar, and then cut his head off.
Like, that's psychopath.
He's a psychopath. Like, he's genuinely fucking crazy. The shit that he does, and the way he killed Martinez and that Pete guy.
Yeah, and
he's a psychopath.
Literally slapped him upside the head with a golf club.
So now it's similar situations because you're in a similar type world, right?
Right.
You have to move into an area, there's walkers invading you, and there's this fucking bad over guy or whatever. Right. I was thinking, I'm like, who's worse, the governor or Negan? And my whole thing is like, I feel like, now this is just me, and you may disagree, that kind of rhymed, but I have to pee. Okay, I think that the governor is worse.
No, I agree.
Okay, because Negan, I wouldn't say he's crazy in the slightest. I think he's a bad guy, but he's reasonable somewhat, right? I think he is. I think he has a system to him. Where the governor, maybe he did at the beginning, and I think to be able to build...
Trust.
No, what's the establishment that he had?
Woodbury.
To be able to build that, I mean, that takes a lot, right? That takes leadership, that takes actively thinking and, like, planning shit out.
Right.
But he loses that shit, and he's crazy. So I would rather deal with a bad man who's, just trying to stay alive, who can be reasoned with, rather than deal with a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Because you saw it. If Rick had done that speech with Negan, I'm sure something would have worked out. I don't doubt it for the minute.
Yeah, Rick would have...
Negan wouldn't just kill Herschel. No way. Because he would respect Herschel for being an older man and being very wise.
Right.
But
and
the governor's just crazy.
Also, because do you remember when they were like, when it was Michonne and Herschel in like the RV or whatever, or wherever they were, and they were just sitting there and they were like bound or whatever, and like Herschel was trying to talk down the governor, and like he was just being like super respectful and super nice towards a literal psychopath. Like if that would have been Negan in that situation, like...
Here's another good one.
Negan wouldn't have... There's no way.
And Herschel said, I have, my daughter's in there. He's like, you'd be killing my daughters. He's like, as a man who, as a father who had a daughter, he's like, how can you make up the reasoning of taking away someone else's daughter? You know what I'm saying? If you know what that feels like. And the governor looks him in the eyes and he says, because they're not mine. They're not my daughter. Okay, Negan wouldn't do that. That's fucking crazy. I get it to some extent. I do. But I think the governor's way worse because he's a psychopath, and I think you agree.
And that's how it was with like Carl. Like Negan like respected Carl not only as like a young man but as like a son.
Yeah.
Even though Rick was the rightful father of Carl, Negan and Carl had that like father and son sort of like weird thing. Remember when they were like sitting in like his room or whatever, and he made him take off his like eye patch or whatever, and they just kind of like talked about it or whatever. Yeah, Carl really didn't like Negan then, but Negan liked Carl like a lot. And I don't know, it was weird when like Carl, obviously Kerplute kicked the bucket, and like they were both like talking on the walkie-talkie, and like Negan just like blamed Rick for it. Like that was harsh, but that wasn't psychopathic.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy, or he is a bad guy. He's not
psychopathic.
So I think I would rather deal with someone who is
psychotic,
who is bad but reasonable, rather than a psychopath.
Right.
Deal with them. But
that's
I
insane,
think.
Though.
But I just want to get that out there with the fact that that's why we like shows.
Because
I know people are watching and they're probably like, "The Walking Dead's fucking stupid. Get over it. It's such a fucking dumb show." But that's why you like it.
Right.
Like me, I liked Arrow at the beginning, but then it kind of got into like the whole magic side of like DC, and I'm not really a big fan of DC to begin with. But I liked Arrow for like the first 4 seasons, and then it got like kind of magic type shit, and people started getting resurrected and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, this is just bullshit. But some people fucking like that weird shit. It's just I didn't care for it.
For me, like I
but
feel
I get
like it's but what then? Okay, so we have the governor and Negan, but what's Alpha?
I think she's somewhat psychotic. She's smart. She's smart. She knows what she's doing. You know what she is? She's literally like the movie Psycho. She's psychotic, but she's in her head. She knows what she's doing. The governor fucking lost it. He was out of his head. He's freaking out. But she's a psychotic. But then again, I don't know.
She knows what she's doing, though.
But I think you have to be somewhat psychotic to do what she does.
Well, yeah, of course. You have to be psychotic to cut off people's heads and put them on stakes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she's like Negan in the fact that Negan is reasonable and he's just trying to stay alive and keep his people safe and, bring out the new order, bring out he's trying to make the world, build it back up again. Whereas she is trying to terrorize and just, like, fuck off.
And make
or I will kill you.
Make people animals.
Yeah, there's no reasoning with her.
Yeah.
She isn't it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. She's an animal.
So, I don't know how...
In bed.
And I don't know, did you see the
call
last...
me out? Like, that's fucking
yeah,
dumb.
That's weird.
But we love it. Well.
Well, did you see the last episode?
Yeah,
Like the very final episode?
Yeah. Where
yeah. And then Negan, like, saves Judith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Negan's gonna be...
Yeah, Negan's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
She would just kill her. Okay, I would like to start a new segment, and I'm gonna fucking pump out a couple topics, and you can just get in there. So my new segment is called "That's Some Dumb Shit." Okay,
I already love it.
So my first one. Okay, the second one's not really some dumb shit, but it kind of is some dumb shit. So the first one is, okay, ladies, you got periods, right? And you got birth. That's a horrible thing to have to go through.
You got periods and birth. Those are.
I mean, it's a horribly beautiful thing. No, that's
right.
not. That's not at all where
That's
I'm
some
going with
bullshit.
it. No, but ladies, okay, so you got birth, right? That's a hard thing to do. You got periods. That's a hard thing to go through, probably.
Well, it is.
But here's the thing. You ain't got shit on men. You know why? Because when we get up in the morning and have to pee, sometimes that fucker splits in two. Sometimes that fucker goes off to the left, right, up, down. But here's some real dumb shit, boys. And I don't know, leave a comment if you've experienced this before. Because I got up to pee this morning, and I fucking aimed and fired, and one went straight into the bowl, and then another one went straight fucking down to the floor. And I sat there and I went, this is some... And I couldn't... stop it? No. I just kind of jiggled it until they both aligned into one stream.
Yeah,
and I wiped my piss off the floor.
I used to think... I was funny because I used to think when that happens... I was like, well, I need the spanner. I need to pee like a racehorse.
The spanner. Pee like a racehorse.
The spanner. Say goodbye to a weak stream and hello to a laser beam.
The spanner. Pee so big it hurts.
But like I always used to think I was like, I'm getting old. That's it. This is how it ends. But then it's like, oh, it's just because of the fucking morning dew.
So that's some dumb shit, boys.
Yeah, that is some serious dumb shit.
And this is some dumb shit as well. Next topic, some dumb shit. Next topic, some dumb shit. Someone's like, is my thing repeating? Okay, so I had a dream. Sorry. Oh man. I don't know how it goes. I'm sorry. Martin, I'm sorry. Can I call you loser?
Use that in the segment called dumb shit. Sorry. Jesus.
No, shout out MLK. I'm just going to stop talking. Here we go. So I was sleeping. Like you do.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And I had some kind of dream. I don't really remember it, but I was like, I was me, and I was like who I am, obviously, 100%, but I was hardened. And I was made to fit into this type of world where I guess robots have become more sentient, and they were like fucking people up or whatever, and I was fighting them. And I wasn't very good at fighting them because I'm not a fucking, not Rick Grimes over here, but I was fighting them the best of my ability because I was hardened by this world. I could feel like a weird presence inside myself. And at one point, either my arm got cut off or I was holding an arm, and I woke up and I felt weird. And I go to like turn around, and my entire, like from probably my bicep down, I don't really remember if I could feel my bicep or not. I don't think, very not much. But basically my entire arm down or whatever, it just like flopped over and fell like that. Now, that sounds fucking like funny or whatever, but it fucking wasn't. Because I didn't know what was going on. You know how you get the tingles and you can't really move stuff?
Right.
Okay, I could not feel it at all.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
I've had it. No, it was 100% numb. Mm-hmm. I could not feel it, and I touched it or whatever, and I couldn't feel it at all. And I was like doing this or whatever, and I like tried as hard to move it, and I like didn't know what to do, so I just like sat there without moving it, and then it like did this or whatever, and then I just like looked at it, and I'm like, fuck this, and I'm like, and I tried so hard, and I slowly started getting it. Dude, it took me like 3 or 4 hours to fully regain it. So I must have slept on it, because I think I slept right here, because I could feel like an indentation, right? Not like feel it, but like, I don't know, feel it in the nerves or whatever. I couldn't actually, it wasn't like physical. But I guess I pinched the nerves so bad that they were just like totally off. But I've never had it that much. So that's some dumb shit.
Dude, You do not know how bad I've had that before. Like, literally, I remember one time I slept like this, and it pinched, like, right here. And I woke up that morning, and I tried to, like,
T-Rex.
yeah, I tried to move my arms and, like, move or whatever, and, like, it didn't work. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm trying to move, but it's not working. And then I, like, moved over, like, I took my entire body and just came over, and my arms were still, like, right here, and I was just like, okay, well, it's time to move my arms now, and, like, nothing. I was like...
Boys?
My brain's telling you to move, but you're not doing it. And they were, like, completely numb. It was so weird, because then I did this or whatever, and I was, like, touching them, and it didn't feel like my arms. It was, like, felt like somebody else. I was like, this is the weirdest fucking thing ever. And I just sat there, I was just touching my... Just touching my, like, dead limbs.
You're retarded. I was full on, like, what is this? I was, like, trying to figure out what was going on. You're over there.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm over there trying to survive. You're over here.
Yeah.
There I am packing survival gear, and she's grabbing photo albums.
But yeah, no, that is some dumb shit.
Yeah. So that's fucked. Do you have any dumb shit that you like to talk about?
That is some dumb shit. Okay, when you're driving, okay, and you maybe fuck up like the slightest way, you feel like shit afterwards.
Because as soon as someone honks it, you're like,
yeah, you feel like the smallest person in the world. The other day, I curbed my shit.
Well,
okay. But like I curbed my shit the other day, and oh my god. Like, literally, there was a car behind me, and they honked at me, and I didn't even mess with them, because they were behind me. I just curbed my shit on accident. It was, like, in a roundabout or whatever, and I go around, and I cut it way too close to the curb, and I just went off, and the car behind me honked, like, just laid on the horn, and I was so confused, number one, at first. I was like, okay, what just happened? Did I just curb my shit? And then I realized I did. And then I, like, realized that that's what the guy was honking at me for. And it confused the absolute fuck out of me. And I was just like, what? And then I got, like, this, like, severe depression. I was like, oh, my God.
What have I done?
Like, I'm an absolutely shitty-ass person. Like,
I
I'm
will say
awful
this.
at driving. That's some dumb shit. You shouldn't feel like that. Especially after some stupid stuff.
Well, yeah, I just like getting curbed. I mean, if you're genuinely being fucking retarded.
Well, yeah,
if you're an aggressive driver who's just... has the intent to, like, oh, I'm just going to do my thing. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. You're not invited to my birthday party, like, at all.
I'm a defensive driver.
Maybe New Year's, but definitely not my birthday.
Maybe New Year's.
Yeah, just drive. I think, okay, I'm an introvert, and I generally have, I mean, we've talked about this. He is an empath, and I'm kind of a sociopath. I mean, I'm not like a full-blown sociopath, you know, but that's the best way to describe it. Well, I guess it's empath and then psychopath. Those are like polar opposites. So some ways I'm psychopathic, just to the fact that, as far as like social skills, because I'm a very exclusive person. I don't really need people to like feel happiness. Whereas Luke, you're an empath. You know, you love caring about people. That's something that gives you fulfillment.
Right.
The only fulfillment I get out of like other people is like making them laugh and like making stuff for them to enjoy. I like that. And porn.
I do that on the side.
But as much as I don't really care about, like, people and stuff like that, I'm very aware of my surroundings, and I'm always, like, trying to, like, make sure that I'm not being that guy.
Right.
Whether I'm driving or just, like, living my life at work or whatever the fuck it is, like, not being that guy that's, like, 1, I'm pulling my weight, 2, I'm not being disrespectful, and 3, I'm not being that fucking annoying dude that everyone's like, oh, I gotta work with this asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Literally treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah,
I know that sounds like first grade, but,
I was talking about that last night. I was like,
I mean, I had to do it too.
You just gotta treat people the way you want to be treated. And I was thinking about this the other day.
Treat people right. You call me alpha.
But like, I was thinking about this. God. I was thinking about this the other day.
Like a fish, I need oxygen.
What do you and I, why do we get along so well?
Wait, what's your sign? Like your zodiac sign? Leo? I think...
Isn't yours like Cancer?
I'm a Libra. Do you want to actually look up our zodiac signs and let's see if we're compatible?
Yeah.
But I'll do Leo and Libra. But we can look up like our compatibility.
Don't look up the romance section.
Well, sexuality and intimacy
No.
is a 90%, which we're both straight, so we don't have to worry about that. But that's kind of, and I know it sounds weird, but like,
that's good.
That kind of makes sense. But, this is interesting though. Our trust is at 40%, which is weird. I think that's more on your end.
What does it read?
Why don't I read it?
What does it read?
Let's see. It's not that often for a Leo and a Libra to share a relationship filled with mutual trust. Interesting. The problem here arises from their understanding of the sun, for it rules Leo and falls in Libra. Oh yeah, because I'm darkness, you're light.
I'm like the fire, and you're the...
I'm a cold winter's night. You're like a
and I'm a hot summer's
You're like
day.
a warm campfire and a blanket, and I'm just like a cube of ice.
No.
I'm just like a sick fuck. No, okay.
I'm the sun.
Leo is a sign of Neptune's fall, and Libra can often sense the dishonesty behind Leo's confident act. So it is more on you, I guess. I guess there's a lack of confidence in you that's like my distrust for you. Something like that. Does that make sense?
Do you feel that way in like real life?
Actually,
like my low self of confidence.
Sometimes
you can tell.
Sometimes, like there's times where I don't. Okay, because I'm pretty fucking good at reading people, and I think you know that. I've been able to call some shit that just is miles ahead.
Right.
As far as people go, for as much as I don't like people, I'm pretty good at reading them, which is probably why I don't like people. But there's times like where you'll say things, and like it just doesn't sound right. And sometimes later on it'll come out that it wasn't exactly how you were saying it, because you didn't want to talk about it at the time or whatever. But like I'll get that sometimes.
That like I just didn't say it correctly, or like there was an underlying problem between what I said.
Yeah.
And how it came out.
Because there's always like a little something, like I'll pick up on that, and I'm not saying like I'm a fucking detective or anything like that, but I'll pick up on that kind of stuff, like little flutters in the voice, or like words that you wouldn't normally use, and then I'm like, that's weird. Either like it's a less intelligent word than you would normally use, or a more intelligent word, like a bigger word. Usually it's like a... Yeah. But you have an attitude of the way you say things. You know what I'm saying?
I have and I don't notice that, like, at all.
No, I'm not saying like a necessarily bad attitude, but like there's a certain way
no, I
that
know
you say
that,
things
but like I know that
mean certain things, and I can pick up on them.
Yeah.
So I don't even know about our signs, but I just know like from how we operate, I'm not a very trusting person. But I think we've known each other for so long that I don't think it really matters. This is good though. Oh, this is probably where it comes in to help out the lack of trust. Communication and intellect is at 85%.
Ooh.
That's pretty solid. So we can fucking talk. That's good.
Literally half the texts that we send each other are just retarded ass texts.
So Libra is often known for being like a loving sign and very leadership role or whatever, which is kind of weird for me because I'm not very emotional.
Yeah, but you're a leader.
But emotions is at 99% for us.
Really?
Compatibility wise, which is probably why we're friends. That would definitely trump anything else. Values, 75%, I don't really know. Nothing holds greater values for Leo than someone's strong personality and their own pride and heroism. So I guess so I know what I contribute to the thing is I guess my confidence contributes to you. Is that right? Am I more confident than you, or are you more confident than me?
I feel like the reason why we connect so easily is because our confidence levels are like damn near the same.
Probably, yeah.
Because
but they're like different.
We're not. Yeah, they're like different, but they're not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like
you just said they're different, but
they're different, but they're like the same.
Yeah.
Because like if you think about it, when we go to social events, like neither of us are the ones to be super extroverted and like go out and like actually talk to people.
Yeah.
But if the opportunity comes to us to where we like
neither one of us is scared of public speaking.
Then it happens. You know what I mean? And it's not like a super awkward thing.
Yeah.
Like if somebody comes up to us and like starts a conversation, we don't have trouble holding that.
Yeah.
But like if it comes to us trying to start a conversation with somebody else, that's where it kind of maybe not.
Like we'll probably be shaky at the start of like someone approaching us. For whatever fucking reason.
Right.
But usually we can, because I can hold a conversation pretty well.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
So I think our confidence levels like even out.
So I guess your value, nothing holds greater value for a Leo than someone's strong personality and their own pride and heroism. Libra, on the other hand, values justice and the ability to be a hero, something they often think they lack.
Do you need to be a hero? I do. I take pride in my
Spider-Man mask
strong personality.
Well,
Like,
you take pride in mine.
Well, I take pride in both of ours. Just because of, like, who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily, like, together, but just, like, who you are and then how I am and then how that, like, links together.
Because we're not, like you said, we're not very extroverted, but we both have strong personalities. Like, it's very identifiable personalities.
Yeah.
I'll just do this last one. This one's shared activities. So Leo is a fire sign, such as it should be slow as water sign or earth sign. Oh, it shouldn't be slow as, so you're faster, I guess, is what that means. Okay. There's a strange similarity in speed of these signs. Leo is a fire sign, and as such, it shouldn't be slow as water sign or earth sign. Libra belongs in the element of air, and it should be faster than any other element.
So I'm the fastest of the elements. You are
I'm
literally.
faster than you, though.
Well, I'm the fastest of the rest of the elements.
Yeah.
You're
So,
the ultimate fast.
I guess it would go
air,
fire,
fire,
water, earth, because earth would be. You ever meet a earth sign? They're probably weighty. But when you look at these two signs, you will see that Leo would like to speed 20 miles per... Oh, wait, what? Would like to sleep 20 hours per day, and Libra needs to think about everything twice and carefully choose activities and words if they want to say. That's fucking true as shit.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
while you're
I-
sleeping, I'm thinking about shit.
Yeah, I sleep a lot.
That's like the best way to describe like our whole life here.
All I do is fucking sleep, and all he does is think.
That's pretty good.
But I will say,
So we're a pretty good match, I guess.
I will say this. One reason why you and I get along so well is because we definitely think about things.
Yeah.
You have like a hyperactive brain and think a lot.
Think about carpet
But
and how much I love it.
But
I think tattoos are cool on other people.
I think about the
Shit.
unexplored depths of the ocean.
Shit, fuck,
I think
damn it.
about the difference in ointment and lotion.
Sometimes I think how old guys like to win. Okay.
No, but I like have thought about this like recently, but like it's weird, but like everything
Shit,
that like
Luke's thinking again.
yeah, it's working
Get the
up there.
hairspray.
Hurry before you start smoking. No, but so like I've been thinking about this. Do you ever like hear a situation going on like around you or something like that, and then you just like in your brain, as soon as you hear the situation, a bunch of not necessarily more situations, but like more outcomes and like stuff from that situation play out through your
Oh
mind.
yeah, I'm constantly thinking of like different scenarios.
Yeah, different. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of. Scenarios, no matter what it is, whatever
Carbine.
situation it is, it like always plays out in my mind the different scenarios that can happen. So like when I hear like
okay, let me ask you, what would yours go like as worst case scenario or best case scenario?
worse.
Okay, because mine do too. Mine go to like the worst fucked up thing you could think of. Like in my dreams, I mean I've talked about this
Oh
before.
yeah, dude.
I always have nightmares.
But I like literally,
it.
and it's
I enjoy
and it's
having
not just
nightmares.
dreams. It's like when I think about something like that, that just doesn't sit right with me. I always go to the worst case scenario.
You just keep going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just dig a hole.
Yeah.
The trick is like pulling yourself out of that.
Yeah, and
so
it's
we can
hard.
carry on. Yeah. So am I. Did you have something? Did you have something else, Bud?
Well, what was your?
You want my little game?
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought it'd be somewhat fun for thee to partake
God.
in some theory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, theories.
No, this isn't it. That's not what I'm doing. It just rhymed. Okay, so what I have pulled up on my cellular telephone at the
Sorry.
Okay, so what I have pulled up on my cellular portable telephone here is some stereotype examples. So I thought it would be interesting to kind of go through. It's just like bullet points of different stereotypes about like gender and culture and like groups of individuals. Ooh. So like ethnicity stuff or whatever. I thought it would be kind of interesting, somewhat, and just thought provoking, if you will, because this is
Thought cluster.
Thought cluster.
Fat cluster.
Thick cluster. Thick cluster. We should do that. Just get a bunch of thick bitches in here.
Thick cluster.
Thick
bitch.
So we just go through.
just go on the street and just be like, "Hey, this is a thick bitch. Get in here.
Come here. I'll give you $5." So we go through these stereotypes and we'll just kind of like figure out like, okay, why did that become a stereotype? They figure that would be a fun game. That's why.
Do you have one in mind?
Yeah, I mean, these are all...
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so I've got some. Okay, so the first one, we'll do gender profiling first. We can just kind of skim through this. Men are strong and do all the work. That's a stereotype.
Like, are you asking...
That's fact. Moving on.
Well, I mean...
Okay, well, I think
That's not necessarily it's like half right.
Yeah.
Men are definitely stronger than women.
Biologically.
That's proven. But
do you think a woman is mentally stronger? Would that be... Well, no, it wouldn't really make sense, though, would it?
Because...
No, it kind of would, wouldn't it?
Not
It
necessarily.
would have to... No, it wouldn't have to make sense. You know why?
Why?
Because for a man to be stronger than a woman, okay, a woman can still... Technically, should be able to handle more pain than a man.
Right.
Because of birth and stuff like that. So there's something.
I don't know. I feel like men are definitely stronger than women, like biologically.
Well, definitely, that's a fact.
But
that's why. What is it?
Men don't do all the work.
No, not anymore. But like back in the 50s or whatever, like the man would go to work and the wife would stay home.
The 40s, the 30s, yeah.
The wife would stay home and she'd take care of. Sorry, bad with dates. The wife would stay home and she would take care of the kids, and then the man would go off to work. Mm-hmm. And we talked about men and women a while ago. And I think that's one of our best podcasts.
Yeah,
it's like one of my favorites.
The one where like in the 50s and shit like that.
Yeah,
like
well, and just changed. The whole idea of like males are biologically stronger, right, and better at things. Most things. But that being said, we do it because of you.
Right. There's no reason for us to do it rather than
Crystalia
to have a woman to do it for.
Do you know Crystalia?
No.
Okay, he's a comedian, brilliant comedian. He's really fucking funny. He's got a couple Netflix specials out. If you guys want to pipe on that some shit, okay. And he makes a joke, but it's fucking true.
I think I've seen him before.
You probably have, between our sisters and myself.
Mm-hmm.
But he makes a joke, but it's 100% true. He said, okay, women, anything that men do in their entire lives, he's like, is to get inside your pussy. He's like, that's 100% true. I mean, that's fucking true. Anything you do. He's like, we don't care what car we drive. And obviously, it's exaggerated, but like, I think men are made this way so that we can, I mean, we even talk about this, to serve women. Because we're supposed to take care of them while you're pumping out babies.
Right.
Because that's all we did back in the day. How do you think we got to 7 billion people? Almost 8 billion people.
Yeah, and it's dumb that the fact of, like, women can sit there and be like, oh, you guys want to do is just pee on me. Well, we do it because of you.
I think it's a very small majority of women that are thinking that way.
Yeah, and feminism.
I get the whole, like, equality thing, and I think we have equality.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Now, I will say, I cannot imagine being a woman and having to, like, go to work and thinking about, well, and just, like, I mean, my mom even talked about this, because, like, the guys that she works with, there's guys in there because they're guys or whatever, and they want to fuck. That's it. That's all they want to do. So I can't imagine being a woman and just, like, trying, like, I just want to fucking file this paperwork, and you want to fuck me. Yeah. Get away from me.
That would be annoying.
That would be annoying. I get that. So I can get why y'all are pissed, but just, I don't know. Turn on this podcast and listen to the soothing sound of my voice and slurping water. This is another one. Men are the backbone. I think that relates. We've kind of.
Men are the backbone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything. I would say somewhat.
I mean, to a certain extent, obviously, because, like...
Emotionally, I wouldn't say so.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like,
for an individual, or...
Especially me, but most men, I would say, are closed. Like, as far as, like, talking about shit.
Oh, no doubt.
Like, I need a woman to kind of poke her buttons.
But, I mean, for, like, men, I don't think...
you talk to me?
I don't think that we're, like, emotionally impaired.
No.
Like, I feel like we definitely have the realm of, like, being able
to... But women are better at, like, picking that stuff out and, like, being like, why don't you talk?
Right.
Because men, you don't.
Yeah.
We don't. But I think that's kind
because there really isn't no reason to talk unless you got a woman to talk to.
Yeah, that's true. Or a 90% compatibility.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
We've been inside of each other.
No.
Women are as smart as a man. Biologically, technically not. Their brains are smaller and... They're just generally not as smart as males.
Yeah, and I have seen that happen.
Biologically, men are, I don't want to say superior, but I mean, I guess that's kind of the best word to put.
Yeah, because
biologically, scientifically, we are
superior.
But again, it's to serve the woman. But in nature, you'll find it kind of the opposite. Because, like, okay, well, the male lions and tigers and all that, well, not tigers, but just male lions, stuff like that, they don't hunt or do anything like that. They take care of the kids, and the female lions, they go out in the pride or whatever, and they fucking kill shit, and then they bring it back. But a male lion is stronger. I'm sure a female lion would be faster.
Maybe that's why we're the only species that's different. Where the male is supposed
I don't know.
where the male is supposed to serve the woman.
Is there any other one? Well, I mean, anywhere in nature though, males are traditionally going to be bigger and stronger, especially for like insects. So it's totally flipped with them. Because like praying mantis, they
the
eat their
woman
husband.
eats Thank God
Same
we're not
with
praying
fucking
mantis.
moths and shit like that. The males are small, the females are the big ones. Mothra,
Mothra, yeah.
perfect example. Because the little one was a male. He's pumping shit in her. Let's move on from the gender ones.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay, here's a good one. All white Americans, you're not gonna like this, are obese, lazy, and dim-witted. Homer Simpson of the TV series The Simpsons is a personification of the stereotype. Well, I think that's because
I feel like they definitely made Homer Simpson be like a generic white man.
Yeah. Even though he's yellow.
Yeah, even though he's yellow. But like they definitely personified him as a generic white man.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a stereotype.
But that's not at all what the majority, or not necessarily the majority, but at all what like.
Yeah, we don't know numbers.
All of Americans are.
No.
Because obviously there's me and you with our body types where it's like physically fit, but not like over the top, but not like overweight. You know what I mean? But then there's also people who are like super physically fit that are like 100% of the time like in the gym pumping it out, and then there's also the people that are like severely obese and then just sit on their ass all
I think
day.
you should find a sweet spot.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be morbidly obese, but like if you got, 10, 15 pounds to you, but you're happy, who gives a shit?
Yeah. I don't feel like you should be morbidly obese, but if you're a little bit overweight,
Well, you
that's
definitely
not
should be
like
more obese. That's objectively wrong.
Yeah.
That's not good for your body.
Well, yeah, that's not healthy.
But that's not really the
something
question,
that
is
you-
it? So where'd the stereotype come from? I think it's because we're privileged. I mean, we really are.
Well, yeah, because of America.
Yeah.
Like, overall.
It's a good country. Oh, and portion sizes here are way bigger than Europe.
Really?
Like traditionally in America, that your big dinner plates, traditionally most Americans eat on those plates. They don't eat on the smaller little ones. Because you know how there's like the super small ones and the little bigger ones and the big ones? Americans usually eat on the big ones. Now in my family we eat on like the middle sized one. But most Americans eat on the big size ones. And American portions, dude, in Europe it's like 1/5 our portions. Europeans don't fucking eat, dude.
That's so weird to me because like literally
Because we have a surplus of food here. We have so much fucking food and we're just used to that.
Well,
Not
I don't,
that Europe's
I don't know
struggling
if
or
it's
anything.
the surplus part, but it's more of like
Well, I can
hungry.
get whatever the fuck I want whenever I want it.
yeah.
I just ordered Crocs the other day, and they'll be here in a couple days.
Really?
Yeah, because I wanted Crocs. I saw Jenna Marbles' video where she was dunking her Crocs, or whatever, and tie-dyeing, and I'm like, oh my god, I totally forgot about Crocs. I totally forgot about them, because I had red and black pairs, okay, and I used to bump those shit, okay? Every day after middle school, I'd throw off my fucking Nikes, and I just slip those bad boys on with some socks. Yeah, okay? Socks and Crocs, fuck yes. It's good shit, it's comfy, and so I ordered some Crocs.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it just comes from that.
From being able to get whatever you want, whenever you need it.
Yeah.
Or whenever you want it.
I think that's what it is. And that's why I think so many Americans are...
Morbidly obese.
Well, not just that.
But obese.
Feel like
Fat.
they're entitled to shit.
Well, I mean, we kind of are.
Yeah, but there's...
If you think about it.
I don't think that...
The perfect example.
Yeah, but I don't feel at all that I'm entitled to anything. Like my underwear, I ordered underwear from MeUndies. If you guys don't shop there, it's good shit. They got awesome designs. We're not sponsored by them. We're only sponsored by Dan
Reynolds.
Remember, the rest of the band pulled out.
No, I mean like as in like entitled to. I feel like I'm entitled to everything that America has to offer because I live in America.
Because you're American?
Yes.
I just don't feel like I'm entitled to everything that I want.
No, I know. I feel the exact same way. But I feel like...
then again, I'm minimalist, though, so it's
Yeah.
a little different.
But I feel like I'm entitled to, like, what America is about and, like, what America is because I live in America.
Yeah. But do you feel entitled to, like, get something as soon as when you want it?
No.
Like, if you want Cheez-Its, do you feel entitled that, like, I should just have Cheez-Its?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I should
I think most Americans
I should
feel
earn
that
the
way.
Cheez-Its.
What? Yeah, I feel like you should earn your keep. That's why I hate... Because, like, there's been times where something will come up or whatever, and I don't quite have the money for what's going on or whatever, just, like, doing what I do, especially when I did freelance, like, full-time. because there's not a lot of money when you're first starting out. You can go several months without getting shit, and then you get a quarter. Okay.
that shit rocks.
And you get a gumball. Well, you need 50 cents to get a gumball now. Fuck. But there's been times where my parents will want to pay for stuff, and I don't like that.
Right.
Because I like to earn my own little shits.
I can
But
understand.
yeah, I think most Americans are just feeling entitled. I mean, I think the rest of the world sees us as greedy.
Yeah, and I can understand that, but I mean, we've kind of earned it. We've won every single war that we've been in, excluding Vietnam.
All children don't enjoy healthy food. Where do you think the stereotype came from?
What?
All children don't enjoy healthy food. Like, you know,
junk food. That's where the stereotype came from.
Because it tastes better.
Yeah.
But that didn't apply to me though. Because when
It
I was
doesn't
little, dude,
apply
I
to
used
me.
to fuck up broccoli.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking love that shit.
Broccoli fucking rocks, bro. Like, broccoli is the best shit out there. Not gonna lie.
Mashed
no cap.
potatoes, dude.
Mashed potatoes are good.
But
corn,
I've always been the person
corn on
like
the cob.
I want to eat real food. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather have a meal than like a cookie.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. But I mean, some people they're just like, no, I'd fuck up a box of Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
But like, I'd rather sit down and eat some fucking steak.
Well, of course.
Jerk off.
Eat
some steak.
If you put a plate in front of me that was like a full like 6-ounce sirloin steak, and it had like broccoli and like mashed potatoes or like a baked potato.
So basically like a Logan's.
Yeah, like
meal.
basically like a Logan's meal, and then you put like I don't fucking know.
Some cookies.
Well, not just cookies.
Some pie.
Like a microwave dinner or something like that.
Well, yeah. I think.
Well, I mean, but like it was a good microwave dinner and it
Yeah.
looked decent.
Well, you know
what I mean?
why?
But it was
people
all junk food.
You know why people choose the microwave dinner?
Why?
Because it's easier to make.
Well, yeah, I can understand that too. But like, take the time to like fucking cook it because you'll enjoy it more.
Well, and there's gonna be less calories. You're not gonna get fucking bloated.
Right.
And fat.
But no, I think the stereotype came from
just
junk food.
Yeah, it's just from junk food. Honestly, I think it probably really popped off in like a show somewhere. Like some kids were like, I don't want to eat this or whatever. You know?
Right.
And then like people were like, oh yeah. And then kids saw that and it just like became a thing.
Oh wow. That's
all
pretty
Asians are good at math. All Asians like to eat rice and drive slow. One, there's literally nothing wrong with eating a fuck ton of rice. It's good for you.
Yeah, rice
is
is great.
And the whole Asian, like driving bad or whatever.
That's only like old women.
No, it's all Asians.
Well,
No, like the stereotype is based around all Asians.
no, I know that, but
And it's
I'm just
because
saying,
of like the
in
slanted eyes.
my opinion, it's old women that drive like that.
Just in general, old women.
Yeah.
I think it's all men
I've
too.
almost gotten hit by 3 or 4 old women.
I think it's young people and then I think it's old people. Because they just don't give a fuck. They're like ready to die.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then kids are just far up their ass.
Yeah.
But I think,
old women, dude.
okay, one, Asians, majority of fucking
Go to
Asians
bed.
are gonna be good at math. Do you know why? Because Asian parents, especially like Japanese parents, they're strict as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, no one outworks a Japanese. Not even The Rock, dude. The Japanese work their fucking asses off. They have the lowest sex rate of anybody.
Really?
Yeah, Japanese, dude, they fucking grind. No one works as hard as Japanese. And their parents, dude, if you have Japanese parents, dude, you are fucked, okay? I went to school, and one of my friends, we're not really friends anymore, but like we were kind of like high friends, if you will, you know? See each other in halls. Hi.
Hi.
You know, that whole thing. But, dude, he was always fucking hitting the books. He would go to the library every lunch, and he would just fucking study.
Who was it?
I'm not going to say his name.
Oh, I think I know who it was.
But his parents were Japanese, and they're, like, from the motherland, and they expect him to, like, be a fucking surgeon or some shit. I think that's actually what he's going to go do.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because that's just their culture, and that's how they do it. And I think that's why, like, the whole Asian stereotype of, like, work your ass off, get a good job, and then
that
you
they're
can
all
have fun.
smart and stuff like that.
Because they are. I mean, they're objectively smarter because their parents just push them. My parents didn't give a fuck. They're like, bring home a C. That's
There
fine.
was a study about that saying that like stricter parents and like stuff like that, and like when parents get more strict and like push the books or whatever, and like, oh, you need to get
Where you're
an
more
A,
likely
like,
to get a rebellious kid.
Yeah, well,
later on.
Well, that, and you like if they're pushing like, oh, you need to get this, you need to get that. Like if you don't get this, then you get this taken away, or like if you don't do this, then you're done. Like that's led to like most of underage like suicides.
I'm gonna go to The Walking
Like kid
Dead.
suicides.
I'm gonna go to The Walking Dead here, as a reference. So there's a moment where, you know Beth,
Yeah.
Emily Kinney,
Mm-hmm.
that character. She was gonna kill herself, right? And Andrew was like, she made her choice. She didn't kill herself. She had the opportunity because she was left alone with some broken glass, and she could have, but she didn't. And Andrew's like, she made her choice. Now, for the longest time, until I watched the season again, like just now, I thought Andrew was like, you fucking bitch. Why would you let her kill herself like that? And obviously, I'm not trying to say anything about suicide or whatever. That's not really even my point here. It's just the fact of, like, she made her choice.
Right.
And I think that this may sound crazy to some people, and I'm not a parent. I don't really know what that's like. But I'm an alpha male. No. But I don't fucking see anything wrong, not even a little bit, with experimentation. Whether it's within your sexuality, whether it's with drugs, alcohol, especially, like, at a young age. Like, you know how many fucking 16-year-olds were 16 when they started drinking? I'm not going to say my age when I started drinking. And I'm not a drinker. I don't do drugs. It's not my style. But I've partaken in some activities to that extent. And I'm glad that I did when I did, because if I hadn't, and, like, I just got introduced to that now, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta be cool. I gotta fucking catch up and do all this shit and start, doing that kind of stuff. And that's what happens to these strict parents. They're so strict on their kids, and then once their kids are like 21, they're like, I'm gonna get fucked up because I finally have this freedom.
Right.
So I don't see, now obviously, and that was my whole point of bringing The Walking Dead in, of like, you make your choice. Because you're either going to pick up the bottle, and you take a sip, and you're like, okay, that's interesting. Choice. You're either going to pick up the bottle, and you're going to be like, oh, that's interesting, alcohol, that's kind of an interesting thing. Maybe I'll drink a little bit of that, maybe have a whiskey every night, once I'm 40 and I have kids and stuff like that. Whatever the fuck. But if you never, like, get a chance to, like, be alone and pick up that bottle or pick up that fucking blunt, baby, and just, like, experiment and, like, see what you like and what you don't like, I think that moment right there is what differentiates. Why do you say that?
Differentiates.
Differs. I'll just say that because I don't know how to say that word.
Differentiates. That's how you said it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that word. I think that moment
differentiates.
The people that are gonna make it, whether it's what I mean by make it is just like working a 9 to 5 and being happy. Right. You don't have to be a fucking celebrity to be happy. Don't. You just need to find, I don't know, whatever your fucking hobby is. You gotta wake up and not want to kill yourself every day. I think that's pretty much, I think that's good happiness.
Well, that's, okay.
But that moment, I think, determines the good from the bad, the people that are going to make it to the people that aren't.
So you think that being able to experiment correctly when you would like to experiment is what makes you able to push
being
forward.
Around that sort of environment. Because most kids are going to be like, fuck this, I don't want to do this.
Right.
Especially if you're a genuinely good kid. If you're not, you're going to fuck up.
And I can talk on the other part of that because I am that good kid and I don't want to do that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. So in my life, like, I already know for a fact that I'm going to make it. I already know for a fact that when I grow up, I'm going to be happy with who I am and what I'm going to do. Yeah. Because I already have a goal in my mind. Mm-hmm. But, like,
Which is fucking good. That's a
But
powerful
I'm glad that I haven't, like, tried that stuff because I know that.
But you've been around it.
But I've been around it. And I know, and what I do is instead of experimenting on my own, I experiment through other people. And I can see how what they do with it affects them.
But you're not. That's a good way to put it. But you're not like totally isolated by your parents. You know what I'm saying? They're not like keeping you in like can't be around this.
I could totally try all the shit that I wanted to try whenever I want it. But I choose not to because I can see what it does to other people, and they experiment for me.
We have alcohol of fucking all sorts because my dad, he's not an alcoholic, but he's a drinker. And it's all on top of the fridge, and I've been able to reach it since I was 10. At any moment, I could have grabbed the bottle, went to my room, and no one would be any other wiser, okay? Because some of those bottles haven't been touched in fucking years. But because I've had friends, and because I've been able to go out with friends and, like, experiment that kind of stuff, well, one, it's just not really in my mental to do that kind of stuff. I don't really enjoy it. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I don't like the way I feel in any of that kind of stuff. I just don't. It's not really for me. But I've been around friends who were high and drunk and stuff like that, and it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to, like, okay, that's what that's like. And obviously you kind of experiment that kind of stuff. So I think it's good. Also, I've killed 4 people. But I had to know. But I had to get it. I snapping bunnies in half.
I can understand that. I can understand it. But I
think you should experiment.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go out and get shit-faced. Don't do that.
Well, yeah, at some point.
At any point, don't do that. Just don't. But if you want to one time...
But like you said, like how you said that it's when you want to experiment, and that's how I feel. Mm-hmm. It's like whenever I'm able and like willing to do it, then that's when I'll do it.
But you know about it, and you're familiar with it, and you know what it does and what it doesn't do. And
So I know about it, but I just choose not to do it.
So it's good to freedom, but anyway, that's why Asians are smarter than us.
Back on topic. What time are we at?
We're at 101. We'll do one more.
Wow.
Let's do a stupid one. Goths wear black clothes, black makeup,
No,
are
hold on,
depressed
let
and
me see
hated
this.
by society.
No, let me see it. Let me see.
Goths, I want to do this one. Goths wear black. No, I have a joke. Goths wear black clothes, black makeup, are depressed and hated by society.
What are you gonna do?
That's just fucking true.
Yeah.
I don't get being goth.
Yeah. Let me see. I want to pick one.
All teenagers are rebels.
No, that's not true. Let me see it.
Girls are only concerned about physical appearance.
That is true.
You think that's true? That's not. I don't think it is.
That's most of their concern.
there's
That's
some
90% of their concern.
I don't think it is, because there's girls that have come to school, I'm talking high school, and it's like a picture day or whatever, and they look raggedy as fuck. They're
Okay,
like,
but the thing is to me, like, this sounds dumb.
Do you think anything we've said so far sounds intelligent?
But I'm just saying, to me, like, how I see girls is, like, they're all beautiful.
God, we're going to end it there.
No, but hey, no, listen.
All women are queens.
If she breathes. By the way, you've got, like, a tail back here.
Yeah, I know, it sticks out because my hair is curly.
Oh, turn to the side. No, why would you do
Get the
that?
fuck
It
outta
looked so good.
I want to get a man bun. All right, that's
But
what I'm
anyways.
just going to do it for this one.
No. Let me explain. Okay. I feel like women are most of the time they're most of the time concerned with their physical appearance because they're afraid of how they look to other people, not necessarily themselves.
Why do you get dressed in the morning?
So that I can look appealing to other people.
Yeah, you don't dress for yourself, you dress for other people.
Right. Which is what their concern is. That's 90% of their concern is so they can look good for other people.
I don't think it is. I don't think the majority of women anymore.
Well,
Especially
anymore.
like chicks.
Yeah.
But what I
most
mean
of
by
the time-
chicks is like teenage girls.
I don't know.
I feel like people less and less are dressing up.
Yeah, there's lots of girls that are
I'm just saying in
definitely-
general, like people. I don't think people really dress up.
Well, I'm talking about back then. Like, there's lots of girls.
What
well,
fucking
and
date?
still-
I'm talking about 2019.
I'm talking about the 1960s.
Okay, we're
no,
not in the
I
1960s.
know. I'm just
We're
kidding.
in
I'm just
2019.
kidding. I know.
It's like I've said this before. It's like talking to a door. But it's not. It's like talking.
DOOR.
It's like talking to you, but like you're impaired or something.
I'm
Because
not.
like you're picking up what I'm putting down, but you're not really doing anything with it. You're just kind of
Okay.
sitting there. You just kind of. You don't even carry it anywhere. You just kind of
Maybe
hold
it's
it.
my mental capacity.
Maybe you give it a pet. Okay.
I don't know.
We're gonna wrap
To
this
me,
one up.
I don't know.
Good.
Like,
Should
there's
I put my
there-
dip back in?
No.
It's all
please don't.
raggedy.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see
Got it.
that.
It's got Grif deck juices on it. Grif deck juice. Get it.
Grip
Today.
that juice. Get it.
We should sell
That
that.
should be your
it's
slogan.
Just my piss.
Get it.
Get it. Grif deck. Get it. Get it. Got it good. All right. That's going to do it for episode 22. I feel like we were a little bit more serious this one, so I apologize. But
Yeah.
I feel that's good.
Well, I mean, I did do some serious.
Flexing.
Yeah.
It's hard existing with you. it's generally fucking hard.
As we're like talking about like our compatibility, I'm over.
You could be on the literally opposite side of the planet as me, and it would still be. I'd have to wake up and take a minute and just be like, okay, here we go.
Sorry.
It's hard existing with it.
It's hard existing with that.
Why?
It's there. Do you need an explanation?
I do. What's wrong
It's
with it?
2 liters of just fucking. It's a bomb.
It's 2 liters of the greatest
can I see
substance
this?
on Earth. No, you can't.
Can I see it?
You can't.
Let me see it.
Not gonna happen.
I'm
Absolutely
gonna
not.
get my hands on
It's 2 liters of the greatest substance on Earth. God damn
it.
it.
Water.
Well, it's piss, but there's water in piss.
No.
Alright, that's going to do it for episode 22. Thank you guys for sleeping with us. Nope. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being with us here
Hey, we're
in
gonna
these hard times.
We're gonna see you in 23, folks.
Not 23 minutes or hours. Or
23.
Just episode 23.
Episode.
Episode 23.
Episode 23. See you guys.
Happy tree.